If you're starting to travel again, you may have hit some turbulence trying to rebook a flight. Many travelers are telling our I-team they're frustrated over expired credits and poor customer service. And consumer advocates are fed up as well. They're pushing the federal government to crack down on the airline industry. Consumer investigator Randy Mack shares now what they want and what it could mean for you.
Some of us might be dreaming of a beach vacation. Charles Sanders is. But he recently had to cancel a trip to Maui and reschedule it for this fall.
So I started calling in early May to rebook the flight.
But rebooking wasn't so easy. Charles says he repeatedly called the airline, but after hours on hold, could never get through.
I did this for day after day for over 3 weeks. I must have called them at least 50 times or more, and was put on hold for up to 2 hours each time.
Airline industry expert Bill McGee isn't surprised.
The airlines are absolutely determined to cut costs as much as they can, and it affects all aspects.
McGee, working on behalf of Consumer Reports, is fighting for change, asking the federal government for more airline regulation. While lousy customer service like Charles experienced is a big problem, it's likely one that can't be tackled. Instead, Consumer Reports has its eye on helping people like Aileen Wong. Her credit from a flight she canceled during the pandemic expired before she had a chance to use it.
That's no reason for them to take the money and not offer something.
Consumer Reports says complaints about refunds have skyrocketed. It's urging the government to require airlines to give you back your money instead of issuing a credit when you cancel a flight.
If you go online and you buy a product, any product, a pair of shoes, a box of cookies, a book, one of my books, you buy something and it is not sent to you because it's not in stock. Well, what do? They give you a refund. No company in the United States says, well, we're going to hold on to your money for a year or 2 years.
And what about the fees airlines charge you to check your bags, pick your seat, or change your flight? Consumer Reports wants to crack down on those too. It wants airlines to fully disclose all fees before you book a flight. It also wants to eliminate some fees, like charging families to sit together.
They love that revenue stream. And even in extraordinary circumstances like the pandemic, they don't want to let go of it.
And while COVID is still a safety concern, Consumer Reports is pushing the federal government to require airlines to follow consistent safety protocols. Right now, it's a mishmash. Screening and cleaning procedures vary by carrier.
Enact rules that are uniform and protect all of us and apply to all airlines, all airports, all passengers.
All in hopes of making flying a little more passenger friendly.
I thought for a while maybe they were doing this so I would finally give up and just forfeit my money.
The good news for Charles is that he finally did get his flight rescheduled, and just last month, some consumer advocacy groups actually met with Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to discuss their concerns. They came away from that meeting saying they were impressed with what they called his transformational vision for protecting travelers' rights. Now, the I-team did reach out to Airlines for America. That's a trade group that represents all the airlines. It said that airlines are committed to working with customers to address some of their situations, and that many of these carriers are actually updating their policies, including things like eliminating change fees. For the I-team, I'm Randy Mack, NBC4 News.